Hey fellow on the goers, it's Ramon here, and you're watching RamOnTheGo. Today's video is actually a very special one for us because this is our first official vlog. And so for me, personally, it was quite difficult to think of the best place to bring you guys to because, as you all know, Japan is such a beautiful country and there are just so many lovely places to go to, delicious things to eat, and interesting things to try. But after much thought, I eventually decided that I wanted to go to a place that I had a lot of history with. You see, I used to work as a salaryman in a Japanese company, and what that means is I am a typical company employee. And in this place that I'm gonna show you guys now, I usually have or had a lot of meetings with clients here. Now, the interesting thing though is that this place isn't popular because of the space in the conference rooms. Rather, it's popular especially with young people because it's known as one of the most Instagrammable spots in all of Tokyo. And for me, I believe that this is actually the most Instagrammable building, or rather, the most beautiful building in all of Japan. I'm talking about none other than the Tokyo International Forum. So, I won't keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's go and see for ourselves how it looks like. Folks, we've officially arrived at the Tokyo International Forum, and just to give you a bird's eye view of how this place actually looks like, this is how it looks like. So, as you can see, the Tokyo International Forum is actually composed of multiple buildings, or halls as the people here would call it. And the hall or the block that we're actually going to visit today is the glass building that you see before you. Now, this glass building is called Block G, and this building is composed of 7 floors. And yeah, let's go take a look at it. Folks, this is the interior of the Tokyo International Forum. And for me, what I think really makes this building different from the others are 2 things. The first of which is the glass ceiling and the glass wall. And second are the bridges that you can see at the top, which connect side to side. So, folks, you might be asking me, Ramon, how are we going to go all the way up? And there are actually 2 ways to do it. First way is if we take this route. So if we go inside here, there's a long walkway that brings us all the way up to the 7th floor, but there's also another way for lazy people like me where we take a secret path which actually has an elevator. Let's take the secret path. Friends, we've now finally arrived at the 7th floor, and guys, just take a look at this. Now folks, if you take a look at the roof on top of this building, you can see that it looks like a ship. And there's actually a very interesting reason for that. You see, the architect who designed this building, his name is Rafael Vignoli. He's actually not Japanese, mind you. He's this guy from Uruguay who wanted to make this building in the shape of a ship. And the probable reason for this could be because the Tokyo Forum is actually located in Yurakusho, and this place called Yurakusho is very close to the Tokyo Bay. So now that we've seen how this looks like, let's go and explore a little bit further. So guys, we're here now at one of the bridges that I mentioned earlier, which connected one side to the other. And basically, this is how it looks like. As you can see, it's very interesting. There are lots of lines, and it would definitely make for a great solo or couples photo shoot. And what's even more interesting is that at the left side and at the right side there are lights, so as night comes, the view here completely changes, and it becomes a different atmosphere. So it's interesting to go not just in daytime but also at nighttime. What's also interesting is that if you take a look towards the right, you can see that a lot of mirrors are lined up from bottom to the top. And what makes this so good is that a lot of light gets to pass through here. So when the day slowly turns into sunset, you'll have a lot of warm colors that pass from here and go all the way here to illuminate the subject. So that would even create a different picture, which some people might also like to try. Now it's time for the photography tips section of the video. And for today, I just want to keep things very simple. So today's photography tip is to take advantage of the surroundings around you. Now, let's take for instance the Tokyo International Forum. As you can see here, the Tokyo Forum has a lot of mirrors and a lot of glass, and you might be asking, hey Ramon, so there are lots of mirrors and glass, what should we do with it? Well, the interesting thing is that we can actually create beautiful reflections through the use of these mirrors. For instance, if you can see in the middle here, there's this giant pillar that extends from the top going all the way to the middle. Now, we can actually create a whole different picture if we take advantage of this piece of mirror or this piece of glass over here and if we actually set our lens to be covered by the mirror halfway, we can actually create an image as though the pillar extends all the way below, and it creates a completely different picture. Guys, I'm gonna be a little bit honest with you here. You see, for me, to apply this tip has been very difficult because, just like everyone, I'm sure, it's always human nature for us to want to take as many pictures as we can when we go to a place that has a beautiful view. We don't want to waste time because of that. However, what I have learned though is that it's important to scope your surroundings, look for the best vantage points and angles, and overall just relax and enjoy being in the moment. Because in doing so, we can actually take much better pictures and pictures which we previously thought were impossible to do. Why not give this a try in your next photo trip or in your next photo shoot? So right now, we're heading down, and I just want to show you guys how the walkway looks like in general. Take a look. So guys, that concludes our tour for today. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me. If this is the content that you'd continuously like to see in the future, please like, subscribe. We actually have two pages. One is in Facebook and the other is in YouTube. And I'll be posting more pictures on Facebook of the different places that I visit. For YouTube also, obviously, I'll be putting more videos soon. So please look forward to it. And again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a lovely day.